Hello, dear children. We discussed some topics of Geography Chapter 1 of Class 7, Our Environment, in the previous video in Part 1. Today, I am here again to discuss the remaining topics of the same chapter in Part 2. Let's overview the topics again. Children, in part 1, we discussed about what is environment, kinds of environment. It has two parts. Number 1, natural environment. It has again two parts, physical environment, biological environment. Physical environment has three parts, atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere has one part, biosphere. Today we will discuss about ecosystem, types of ecosystem, then second type of environment, that is human made environment. It has two parts, built environment and socio-cultural environment. In the end, we will discuss environmental degradation and environmental issues. When you go out, you must have seen cone shaped trees, animals with long fur like yak in Ladakh. Children, do we see them in Mumbai or Delhi? Why camels are found in Rajasthan and penguins in Antarctica? This is because plants and animals have their own habitats to which they adapt themselves. Plants and animals live like a community, means in a group. They depend on each other. They depend on their physical surroundings. Thus, everything in the natural environment is connected by many ecosystems. So, what is ecosystem? An ecosystem is a community of living things and non-living components that work together. Now, let's have a look at some examples of ecosystem. Number 1, an ecosystem can be as large as a rainforest or as small as a pond. Some other examples are number 1, grasslands, number 2, coastal areas with ocean, number 3, mountains, number 4, deserts and lakes. All these have their own unique ecosystems. Unique means different or special. After the examples, now let's talk about types of ecosystems. Number 1, natural ecosystems. They are created by nature. Example, forest, grasslands, deserts, lakes, etc. Number 2, artificial ecosystem. Artificial means man-made. Number 1, they are created by human beings. Created means made. Example, aquariums, agricultural land, etc. You must have seen this flowchart in the previous video, part 1. I am showing this again for recapitulation. In part 1, we studied about natural environment, and now we will study about second type of environment, that is human made environment. Children, Daily you see houses, roads, bridges, dams, factories, etc. In these pictures, you can see that in our society, we have different religions, different kinds of music, different family setup, and we also go to school. Do you think all these things are made by nature? No. Are all these things available to us naturally? No. Then who makes the things shown in the pictures? They are made by man. So, what is human made environment? It is created by human beings by interacting with the natural environment. Created means made. Interacting means with the help of or by using the natural resources. For example, we have seen some pictures like houses, roads, bridges, family, society, school, etc. Now, let us see types of human made environment. It is made up of two types. Number one, built environment. For example, buildings, railway tracks, bridges, dams, etc. Number two, socio-cultural environment. It includes number one, school or college, family, community, country, etc. How do humans adapt themselves to the environment? Adapt means adjust or change. Environment means surroundings. Humans adapt themselves to the environment, number one, by making modifications in their shelter, food, clothing. Shelter means houses. Number two, to suit their needs, social needs, economic needs, cultural needs, and biological needs. Now, let's discuss some examples of how people adapt themselves to the environment. Example number one, people living in coastal areas like Kerala and Odisha. In these states, as weather is hot and wet, people eat rice and fish. They wear cotton clothes to keep themselves cool. They live in houses with sloping roofs so that water of the heavy rain can run off easily. Now, example number two, people living in Ladakh. As the weather is very cold, the people eat food based on barley and wheat. They wear woolen clothes. Example 3, people living in the states of Punjab and UP, as the weather is very cold in winters and very hot in summers. Here people eat in winter energy giving food like sesame, which is called til in Hindi, groundnut, jaggery, and mustard oil, etc. They eat in summer items with high water content like buttermilk or chach, watermelon, cucumber, etc. People wear woolen clothes in winter and cotton clothes in summer. People thus protect themselves from extreme hot and cold conditions. People of Punjab and UP thus keep balance with environment biologically. Just now we have discussed how people make changes in their shelter, food, clothing. Now we will discuss how do humans change their environment to suit their needs. Earlier, early humans slept on trees and caves. They wandered for their food and other needs. But with the passage of time, humans started changing natural environment with the help of different skills and technologies to suit their needs. Number one, they started making houses to live in. Number two, they discovered minerals. Number three, they invented machines. Number four, they started industrialization. Number five, they started mass production. As you know that because of human interference, environment is being degraded continuously. So our next topic is environmental degradation. Let us read what is environmental degradation. It is the process by which the environment is increasingly polluted, overexploited, and destroyed. For example, Amazon rainforest is being cut down at a rapid rate. Number two, forests have been cut for timber, cultivation, and settlements. What factors lead to environmental degradation? The natural environment is being exploited by humans to satisfy the increasing needs of the people. Following factors are responsible for environmental degradation. Number one, overpopulation. Number two, growing demand. Number three, unscientific usage of resources. Number four, over exploitation of available resources. Dear children, you must be aware that nowadays many environmental issues are causing concern across the globe. So, let's discuss those environmental issues. Major environmental issues to address are: number one, deforestation means cutting off forests. Number two, poaching means illegal killing of animals. Number three, overpopulation. Number four, poverty. It has three aspects. Malnutrition means lack of nutrition. Hunger, starvation means death caused by lack of food. Number 5, air pollution. Number 6, water pollution. Number 7, land pollution. And number 8, noise pollution. There are many people around the world who are fighting to save the environment. We should do all that we can to save the environment because we are a part of environment and it is our responsibility to protect it. So, dear children, plant more trees, save water and use the resources carefully. So, children, that's all for now. I hope that you have understood the topics that were taken in this video. Thank you. Have a good day.